Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into some of the most bizarre and fascinating stories from history that you probably haven't heard of. From peculiar animal encounters to unexplained phenomena and baffling human behavior, history is replete with events that seem too strange to be true. Join me as we journey through time to uncover these hidden gems of history, exploring the details and the mysteries that surround them. Let's get started.
Picture, if you will, the vast sun-baked plains of Western Australia in the year 1932. Here, a different kind of conflict was brewing, not between nations but between man and bird. The protagonists, farmers struggling to cultivate their land, and a formidable adversary, the emu. These large, flightless birds, native to Australia, were thriving, their numbers exploding in the aftermath of World War I. The problem? Emus had developed a taste for farmers' crops, and their large numbers were decimating fields, pushing farmers to the brink of despair. Desperate pleas for help reached the government, who, in an almost unbelievable turn of events, decided to deploy the military. Armed with Lewis machine guns, a small contingent of soldiers was dispatched to combat the emu menace. What followed was a scene straight out of a comedy, yet with a serious undertone. The soldiers, accustomed to warfare against human opponents, found themselves ill-equipped to handle the lightning-fast, erratic movements of the emus. The emus, it seemed, were masters of guerrilla warfare, scattering and dodging bullets with surprising agility. The soldiers, outmaneuvered and frustrated, found themselves firing round after round with little success. Despite the thousands of rounds fired, the emu population remained largely intact. The Great Emu War, as it came to be known, was a resounding defeat for the Australian military, a testament to the resilience and adaptability of the emu. The government, facing ridicule from the press and public alike, eventually withdrew the military, leaving the farmers to fend for themselves.
Our next story takes us to December of 1926, to the English countryside, home of the celebrated mystery writer Agatha Christie. Christie, already a literary star, was known for crafting intricate plots and baffling mysteries within the pages of her novels. But in a strange case of life imitating art, Agatha Christie herself became the subject of a real-life mystery. On the evening of December 3rd, Christie vanished from her home, leaving behind a cryptic note and her car abandoned near a chalk quarry. Her disappearance sparked a nationwide search, captivating the British public. Theories abounded, ranging from foul play to a publicity stunt orchestrated by the author herself. Newspapers ran wild with speculation, the public imagination running wilder still. Despite the efforts of over 1,000 police officers and countless volunteers, days turned into a week, and still there was no sign of Agatha Christie. Then, 11 days after her disappearance, an unexpected breakthrough. Agatha Christie was found alive and well at a hotel in Harrogate, a spa town in northern England. She had registered under a different name, claiming to have no memory of the events of the previous days. What had happened during those missing 11 days? What led her to Harrogate, and why did she assume a new identity? Agatha Christie never fully explained her disappearance, taking the answers, if there were any, to her grave. Some speculate a nervous breakdown brought on by personal difficulties. Whatever the reason, the disappearance of Agatha Christie remains an intriguing mystery, a perplexing chapter in the life of a woman who built her career on crafting compelling mysteries for her readers.
Our journey takes us next to the summer of 1518, to the city of Strasbourg, France. Imagine a city gripped by an inexplicable phenomenon. A city where the streets themselves seem to come alive with the sound of shuffling feet and the sight of people dancing. Not for pleasure, not for celebration, but seemingly against their will.
This was the baffling reality of what history remembers as the Dancing Plague of 1518. It began, as many strange occurrences do, with a single individual. A woman, Frau Troffea, stepped into the street and began to dance, her movements erratic, uncontrolled.
What started as a solitary act soon became a contagious phenomenon. Within days, dozens, then hundreds, had joined her, their bodies overtaken by the same inexplicable urge to dance. Physicians were baffled. There was no known illness that could explain this strange behavior.
Theories abounded, some suggesting mass hysteria, others pointing to possible poisoning from ergot, a fungus known to cause hallucinations. The dancing continued day and night for weeks on end. Exhaustion set in, yet the dancers couldn't stop.
Was it mass hysteria, a form of collective stress relief, or something else entirely? The dancing plague of 1518 remains one of history's most perplexing medical mysteries, a haunting reminder that there are some things in this world that defy rational explanation.
Our next tale transports us to the heart of colonial East Africa, to the year 1898. The savannah stretches out under the unrelenting sun, vast and unforgiving, a land teeming with life and death. It was here, in the shadow of the burgeoning British Empire, that a chilling chapter of natural history was about to unfold.
The setting was the construction of the Kenya-Uganda Railway, a monumental undertaking pushing through the heart of Tsavo, a region known for its unforgiving beauty and the creatures that roamed its expanse. Among the workers, whispers began to circulate, whispers of something sinister lurking in the tall grasses.
2 lions, unusually large and lacking the characteristic mane of their kind, had developed a taste for human flesh. At first, the attacks were sporadic, attributed to unfortunate encounters with wild animals. But as the body count rose, fear gripped the workers' camp.
These were not your ordinary predators. Cunning and stealthy, the lions, later dubbed the Ghost and the Darkness by the terrified workers, seemed to revel in the terror they inflicted. They would stalk the camp at night, their eerie roars echoing through the darkness. Gruesome attacks.
John Henry Patterson, a British lieutenant colonel tasked with overseeing the bridge's construction, found himself thrust into the role of hunter. He tried everything to stop the lions' reinforced fences, bonfires, even placing armed guards. But the lions, possessed of an almost supernatural cunning, evaded every trap.
For months, the reign of terror continued. Patterson, driven by a mix of duty and a growing obsession, hunted the lions relentlessly. Finally, after a harrowing pursuit, Patterson brought down both lions.
Our final story takes us to the small village of Fatima, Portugal, where in the spring of 1917, a series of events unfolded that would captivate the world and spark decades of debate. 3 young shepherd children, Lucia Santos and her cousins, Francisco and Jacinta Marto, claimed to have encountered a radiant figure, a woman bathed in light, who identified herself as the Lady of the Rosary.
The children, initially disbelieving themselves, returned to the Covadar area, the site of the first apparition, time and time again. The lady, they claimed, entrusted them with secrets, visions of heaven, hell, and a terrifying prophecy of war and suffering.
Word spread like wildfire, and soon crowds began to gather at the Covadar area, hoping to witness the apparitions themselves. The children, despite facing skepticism and even hostility from some, remained steadfast in their account. The culmination of these events, the children claimed, would be a miracle, a sign so profound that it would convince even the most skeptical.
On October 13th, 1917, tens of thousands of people, believers and skeptics alike, converged on Fatima, their eyes fixed on the sky. As the rain poured down, soaking the expectant crowd, the children claimed to see the lady once more. Then, something extraordinary happened.
Witnesses described the sun appearing to dance in the sky, changing colors, spinning rapidly, before appearing to plunge towards the earth, bathing the landscape in a strange, otherworldly light. This event, forever known as the Miracle of the Sun, became central to the story of Fatima. Believers saw it as divine confirmation of the children's visions, a testament to the power of faith.
Whatever the cause, the events at Fatima left an indelible mark on history, fueling religious debate and inspiring millions. Thank you for joining me on this journey through some of history's most bizarre and fascinating events. From the battlefields of the Great Emu War to the mysterious disappearance of Agatha Christie, the inexplicable dancing plague, the terror of the Tsavo man-eaters, and the awe-inspiring miracle of the sun, we've explored the strange, the unexplained, and the downright unbelievable. If you enjoyed these incredible stories, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more amazing content. See you next time.